Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Julia Royston with a, excuse me, rough sounding voice. The weather has changed again. It's spring, but baby, my allergies is kicking into gear. But this is the day that the Lord hath made. We shall rejoice and we shall be glad in it. I am super excited to be back in my seat, back home from the road. Um, Out on the road, tired, still trying to recover and all that good stuff. But I got home, hit the ground running. I have, as I say, clients to take care of, uh, communication to make for the people I met on the road, and follow up, all that good stuff. So I'm just super excited to be back home. Tired as I am, I got to keep moving forward. This is the part of the business owner entrepreneurial game. So good morning, good morning, good morning to you all. So we're still in the month of March, and for those of you who may be joining me for the first time or seeing this video and it's shared from somewhere else, I own BK Royston Publishing, Royal Media and Publishing, and the Book Business Boss Consulting, as well as For the Kingdom Ministries, where we're building people to build the kingdom. So, first off, for all of my contact information, go to juliaakroyston.com. That's JULIA, another A, and K ROYSTON. So, we've been marching forward, moving forward. And this week, we're going to talk about the mission. Last week, we kind of talked about the mission itself, but today we're going to kind of talk about the opposition to your mission. Not kind of talk about, we are going to talk about opposition to your mission. And this is just where you are, and what your opinions are valid and right. But in this climate, as far as me, uh, as I say, me and my house, we will serve the Lord. But as far as I'm concerned, my primary focus in the season of the world that we're in is, God, what do you want me to be working on? What do you want me to be doing? How do you want me to move forward? We know He has a perfect plan. It may not look perfect right now, but there's a plan for all of this. And so, therefore, He sent His disciples out two by two, and He gave them a mission. He told them what to take, told them what not to take. But in Luke 9, he says, well, whosoever will not receive you when you go out of that city, shake off the very dust from your feet for a testimony against them. So, therefore, there are going to be people, if they didn't receive the disciples, and they were sent out by Jesus, okay, then there are going to be people, there are going to be situations that are not going to receive you. As many yeses as I receive, I also receive no's. I have to be okay with the no's. I'm not okay with the no's because sometimes I think what I have is wonderful. Don't you want what I have? And I'm a nice person and I'm fun and I'm informative but no, there are 9 billion people on the planet. All 9 billion people are not going to necessarily want to work with me. And in a business sense, there's room for everyone. In a personality sense, I may not be your cup of tea. Fun as I am, nice as I may not be your cup of tea. That's okay. So if you're facing opposition, you've got to determine, what that's for and why that is. And sometimes it is just to shake the dust off and work on your feelings and work through your feelings. And because we're human beings, we still get on our feelings now. He didn't say you wouldn't get in your feelings, that, people wouldn't hurt you or whatever. But when they say all manner of evil falsely against you, bless them. Just, yeah, it's a totally different thinking. But in this case, when they were set out on their mission, Jesus said, just shake the dust off your feet and keep moving and keep going, and focus on your mission, one, whatever that is, the message of the mission, and that's what I have to focus on. I can't get down into everything. Yeah, I'm on social media, I see stuff. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't. But and I see other people doing things, and sometimes I'm inspired and motivated by it. But I have to stay focused with what he called me to do and the people he brings in my path. I can't be chasing something that's not a part of what I'm supposed to have. For many years, as you most of you know, I focused on music. I sang. I don't sing much anymore, but even at that, there were some areas of music business that I don't like and that I'm not going to be a part of. And so he gave me an extension of the mission. So now when I go and read to with my own two hands a book, it's got a song that goes along with it. And so therefore, thankful to Thomas Harden Jr. and CC Dunn. They have helped me produce music to go along with, and um, oh gosh, I'll think of his name in a minute. But other musicians that have helped me develop music to go along. So, I mean, I'm not out of the total music game. I just have a different mission. It's still about creative arts and all that good stuff. So, but other people, you know, their opposition is themselves. Yeah, I know you didn't see that coming because we want to focus on our haters and the people didn't support us and people didn't come for us and the people didn't show up for us and and all that. But some of it is you. You haven't even started. You haven't even moved forward. You haven't even as they in the Bible days they laced up the sandals. You haven't laced up your sneakers, your Jordans, and done the first thing. You haven't even met any opposition because you haven't even started. Ouch. You haven't started. So there is no opposition to your mission, to the goals and plans, because you haven't started. So sometimes you have to look at the enemy in a me, the you that's stopping you, the man or the woman in the mirror. And when I meet people, oh my gosh, it was prophesied, and I've told the story many times. And they laid me out in the floor, and they told me I was supposed to write a book. Well, have you started writing? Well, no, I didn't know how to write to start writing. Or did you even call and ask about the business? I mean, did you have you found anybody online for free you could follow and see how they do it and see what their graphics look like? No. So before you can be shaking any dust off, you got to be moving. You know. I mean, of course, we think in a biblical time, so they, dirt roads, etc. They didn't have all those paved streets or whatever. But so that's why they had dust on their feet because they was actually moving. Hello. That's the reason why when you went in somebody's house, they washed your feet because everything on the roads was on your feet in your sandals. But that's because you was moving. Ouch. Yeah, you was in motion. I can't say I've been on tour if I didn't go. Yeah, I didn't put no books in the bag. If I didn't put no clothes in the bag. If I didn't have the miles on my car to prove it and the pictures to prove it. As the kids say, I got receipts. So it's the whole point of you gotta make sure that it's not them. It's not they. It's them. It's not them or they or is it you? Right. Is it you? So that you have to the enemy, is that stopping you? Is it stopping me? You know. And I've said it before, I'm Julia Royston and I have control issues. But I have to understand that sometimes if I want to move forward, I have to let go of some of that control. Now, God told Adam in the garden, you gotta uh, manage it and be a good steward of it and take care of what you put in your hands. But sometimes you choking it to death, and you're not out allowing it to be all what God created to be because you're in your head, you're stuck in your mind, you're rolling around, but you haven't started anything. That's how I start my books. The ideas roll around in my head, but eventually I have to sit as my business coach says, I gotta sit my hind parts in this big black chair and start typing or start writing it out in a journal or start speaking it in my phone. I got to start because I'll be in my head forever and never have anything out. So number one, you. Is that the real opposition to the mission? And then I'm still in my head when how you see it, yourself and the mission. How you see the mission itself. It's already too hard. Like Moses. Oh well, you're asking me to speak. Oh, I can't speak. Oh, I'm not on social media. Or I mean, I have people now. They're older, of course, but I, I don't have an email address. Oh, child, I'm not good with technology. Well, they offer free classes at the public library for you to start. There is my mother's church. They actually have teenagers and young people that if you need help with your technology, you bring it. And they help you do it. That could be a ministry for somebody. They have the young people, teenagers, young adults, whatever, teach the older ones how to use technology. I saw, was it 60 Minutes, one of the news articles about there's a whole either college or high school of kids that go to the nursing homes and help show them how to use their phones. And no, they're not taking advantage of them, but they learn how to send the email, attach a document, forward, use social media, whatever that looks like. Hmm. But sometimes it's how you see it. It's overwhelmed. You ain't even started. You could get help, but you haven't launched. Right? Yeah. And then, so number one is you. That's really kind of start of the opposition. Because, the scripture tells us I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You can. He's strengthening you. He's empowering you. And if you have a spirit, he's leading and guiding you. And if he told you to do it, it may stretch you and take you out of your comfort zone. But, people have asked me in an interview, but did you see yourself right here? I was like, Lord, no. But I kept showing up every day, correcting mistakes, making more mistakes, correcting those, fixing, adjusting, paying for coaching, paying for classes, paying, investing in me and the business, and reinvesting in what it looks like now and where we started is not the same place. So sometimes it's you. Sometimes it's how you see it, your eyes. Open up now the young man's eyes so he can see that there is more with us than is more against us. And then third is what you say. Your words have power. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. What are you saying over the mission? What are you saying over you? What are you saying over your body? What are you saying over your life? What are you saying over your money? What are you saying over your family? What are you saying over your house? What are you saying? Speak those things that be not as though they are. What do you see with spiritual eyes? And then be working toward it. I know people say, "Oh, I'm rich. Oh, I'm this, I'm that," and I'm not, but they're not working toward it. They're just saying words. Your words do have power. They can bring it and manifest things, but you got to be working and walking in that direction. When the mission sends you out, you've got to be moving in that direction. You got to create a life, a lifestyle that goes along with the mission that God has given you. Now you got to go back to Him. You got to ask Him what you should be doing because your words have power. And then number four, it affects what you do. How you move, what actually gets accomplished. Saying it and doing it is two different things. Yeah. Saying it and doing it are two different things. Yeah, your words that you say, but your words that you say should move your feet. The words that you say should help you pick up a phone and call that office or call that organization, or that the words that you say should make you get on that keyboard and type it up or send an email and find out. And if they don't respond to email, um, find them on social media. If they don't respond to email, send a text, call them. If you're really interested in that. Now, if they ghost you and you don't hear from them, okay, we move along, move to the next thing. But we don't give up everything because we got one no, because we're looking for the yes. I hope that helps you today. So, what is the opposition to your mission? The plan that God has for you. Because it Gibson Collins and what he's called you to do is coming. It's not, he's not taking it back. And especially when he keeps you up in the night and wakes you up early in the morning, he's not taking it back. And he's not changing his mind. So what is it? So What's he called you to do? That's for you to answer. And if you need to have a free consultation with me, go to talkwithroyston.com and let's have a conversation about it so that you can live your best life, which is coming up at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right there on envision-radio.com, where praise meets talk. And then at 11 a.m., the Spike Davis and Friends show. Tune in for laughs, music, and more. Tuesdays is the Book Business Boss show. Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the Book Business Boss podcast.com. Subscribe. If you're an author and you need help and get information, ideas, and all that good stuff, I'm pouring my 17 plus years into you and into that show. If you're looking for some of my books, find them at Spirit-Filled Christian Bookstore in Birmingham, Alabama, Next Chapter Bookstore and Gift Shop inside Ben's Boys in Greensboro, North Carolina, and then Brew and Sip Coffee Bar, 2860 Packer Lane Way in Louisville, Janami Books and more, 636 South 18th Street in Louisville, and then the Book Nerd Fam in Mobile Bookstore or online and wherever they're appearing because they're on tour. That's a mobile bookstore, so they continue to move. This week. Oh my goodness, where am I going to be? Lord be willing, and he hadn't returned March 28th and 29th. I'll be at the Indiana Convention Center. I found out my booth number is 601. So if you know someone early childhood or Indianapolis in the area, because I'm in Indiana, but if you're in Indianapolis area and you're coming to the Indiana Association for the Education of Young Children conference, I'm at booth 601. So look for aisle 6, and I'm in booth 601. I should really have a nice corner booth, so I'll have plenty of books and materials and information for you. That's March 28th and 29th. If you're ready to write, if you're ready to move forward, Write That Book Now workshop is April 5th, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. RoystonClasses.com. We'll shut it down on April 4th at 5 p.m., but the cart will be open until April 4th at 5 p.m. So April 5th is when we launch and which we go. So if you registered, you ready to go. So if you're ready to start it, finish it, complete it, Write That Book Now workshop, April 5th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Yes, it is a Saturday morning, but jump on in. Go to RoystonClasses.com. And then April 12th, Elizabethtown Early Childhood Association is going to be held at the um, Community Technical College in E-Town, in Elizabethtown. And so I have children's books, early childhood books. So I'll be there at that conference, which is April 12th. Ooh, I want to say it's from 8 to 3, I think it is. But just if you're in the area, if you're in the Kentucky area, Radcliffe, Louisville, all that area, E-Town. I guess they go far as, I don't know. They could possibly go as far as Glasgow or Bowling Green. I don't know. If you're in the Kentucky area, meet me there. I'm looking forward to that and super excited about that. So I have launched it with my authors, and I'm going to continue to do that and tell you more. But I do want to tell you to save the date. So if you are an author, I don't care how you published. It doesn't that for this event, that doesn't matter how you published. But I want you to save the date first for the Book Business Boss Summit. That is no, registration is not open yet. It will open April 7th. It will open April 7th. But mark your calendar for September 26th to the 28th. The Book Business Boss Summit will be in person. Y'all know I'm going out there, way out there on faith and everything else. So people have been saying, when are you going to have? When are you going to do? When you going? Well, here we go. Here we go. So I've been in business 17 years. I've written 140 books. I've published more than 400. I'm out there. So if you're ready to tackle that, if you're ready, there's going to be multiplicity of things we have going on. It is business. This is the Book Business Boss Summit. So this is a business thing. There'll be some opportunity for free time, but there'll be plenty opportunity for networking, and we're going to move about the city and see some different things, meet some different people. But if you're really, 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 really ready to move your book on to the next level, take it somewhere, you've struggled, especially if you self-published or you've been doing it on your own. Let's make it happen. Let's create something. So it'll be all about product creation, um, events, your investments, all that good stuff. That's what we're going to do September 26th to the 28th. Invest in your book business. Be ready for registration to open April 7th. Mark your calendar, September 26th to the 28th. More information to come. Registration will open April 7th. Let's go. Let's get it done. I'm here to help, and I'll have others that are going to be here to help you too as well. So let's do that. Let's create products and services surrounding your book and get you moving in the right direction. All right. Mark your calendar, September 26th to the 28th. Morning. Yep. Back home. Back home. Good morning. Pastor, good morning. How are you? I trust that you're doing well. Pastor Ruth Wilson, thank you so much for joining me this morning. I'm honored. Uh, uh, Ben Davis, love you, cousin. Happy birthday to you. Belated birthday to you, too, as well. So, yeah, I'm back home in the big chair. So I trust that this has blessed you and helped you today. So, what's the real opposition to your mission? Is it you? It's how you see it, what you're saying, and then how you moving. Let's go. Let's get it done. Be blessed. I'm Dr. Julia Royston of BK Royston Publishing, Royal Media and Publishing, the Book Business Boss Consulting, and for the Kingdom Ministries, helping you get your message to the masses, turn your words into wealth, and building people to build the kingdom. You all be blessed. Have a great day and a phenomenal week. Be blessed. Love you all. Bye bye.